Hi viewers, thanks for joining Accounting Pro. My name is Irfan Yusuf. In this video, we are going to learn that how we can set up our business in QuickBooks Online. Previously, what we did that we activated 30 days free trial of QuickBooks Online, and once you can activate your 30 days QuickBooks Online or you purchase QuickBooks Online subscription, then the next step is to set up your business in QuickBooks Online. So let's go to the QuickBooks Online window and check that how we can initially set up our business in QuickBooks Online. So first of all, at the top right corner, you can see this icon, which you can say is the gear icon. Click on this and you can see that there are multiple settings in your company: lists, tools and profile. What we will do that we will start from your company, and in your company you can see accountant settings, manage users, custom forms, chart of accounts and QuickBooks Labs. So we are going to set up our business in QuickBooks Online. We will go to accounts and settings. Once we will jump in accounts and setting window, you will see that at the left side there are multiple tabs: company, billing and subscription, sales, expenses, time and advance. In the company menu, we can change company name, company logo and company contact numbers or registration numbers. I'm going to change the company logo, and you can see that there is a box and a plus sign. With the box, click on the plus sign button and there will be a small pop-up window which will ask you to add your company's logo. Click plus button and add company's logo from your computer. Once logo is done, you can see your company's logo here. The second is your company's name, the registered name of your company, and if the legal name is also same, then the next is business ID number. Business ID numbers can be your business registration number, your incorporation number, your company number, and the VAT number is your tax registration number. If you are registered in the VAT or sales tax, then you can write here your business registration number. So I will put a sample number here to add my business registration number. Once it is done, I will go to next step, and next step is a company type. A company type, here you can set your company's registration status. Either it is a sole proprietor, proprietorship, small business, corporation, non-profit organization, limited company, or if you are not sure, then you can click on other or none. In the industry, you can select the business nature, if what is your business related to accommodation, advertising, education, and there are long list of multiple business. In my case, I am providing accounting and legal services, so in this category the professional services will be selected and click save. And next field is your contact info. In the contact info, you will provide your company's email address, company's phone number and your company's website. I will provide my company's email address, my company's phone number and my website over here and click save. Next is your company's address, which is your billing address or your main registered address. Provide your registered address and click save button. Once the company name, company type and contact info is completed, you will click on the billing and subscription. In the billing and subscription window, you can see that what version of QuickBooks you are using right now. In my case, I'm using QuickBooks Online Plus, and I'm using the trial version of QuickBooks Online Plus, and I have 24 days in my trial period. So after 24 days I will have to subscribe the QuickBooks Online Plus, and because after 24 days it will be locked automatically, so I can easily activate my subscription by clicking the subscribe from here, and by providing the next necessary details, my subscription will be activated. The next tab is a sales, which means that I can set up my sales setting in QuickBooks Online. First of all, there is an option to customize my forms. My forms customization means that I can customize my invoice, I can customize my estimate, and I can customize the sales order. Click on the customize and you can see that there is a window which will tell us that customize form style, and if I will click on a new style, you can see it is saying that you can customize invoice, you can customize estimate, and you can also customize the sales receipt. So currently we are not going to customize any invoice, estimate or sales receipt because we don't have any data right now. So we will jump into the next pool of setting, that is a sales form content, which means that if I am submitting an invoice or sales receipt, that what information should be on my sales or sales receipt form. The first thing is preferred invoice terms. Invoice terms is when I will issue my invoice to my customer, then what is the time which will be given to my customer. It will be due immediately or it will be due in 30 days. So by default there is a 30 days, so I will also select the 30 days. Preferred delivery method, your document delivery method, if you will print and send to your customer, or if you will send directly to your customer through email. So both options are available. Keep it as a none. Next is the shipping. If you want to show your customer's shipping address separately or your billing address separately, then you can turn on this shipping address option. It will then allow you to add two different addresses. One is shipping address and one is a billing address. Next one is a custom field. Custom field means that you can also put some custom fields on your invoice forms, estimate and sales receipt, and it is showing that go to list menu, lists and custom fields. So there is a separate setting for custom fields. Right now we are not going to add any custom fields because we are not going to post any sales invoice or estimate or sales receipt. So we'll jump into next setting, that is a custom transaction number. Yes, we can add our own transaction number, our own sales invoice number, estimate number or sales receipt number. The service date means that when I provided my services to my customer or I sent supplies to my customer, I can add the service date. And next is the discount. Then if I want to use the discount account or if I want to use a deposit account, then click save. Sales form contact setting is done, and then next setting is product and services. Product and services mean your inventory. So you can also change settings of your inventory by product and services. First of all, it is asking show product and service column on sales forms. Yes, if I am using the inventory, it should show that what kind of item I am selling to my customer. The second thing is show SKU column, which means that if I want to tell my customer a manufacturer part number or my barcode number of this product, then I can also turn on the SKU number. It is up to me that if I want to show or not. Then the next is track quantity and price rate, which means that if you want to track the quantity of your inventory, if you want to track the prices or updated rates, then you can also do this. And if you want to track in hand quantity, then you can also track that. The next thing is progress invoicing. Progress invoicing means that if you are running a project accounting or project costing, then you will sometimes have to submit your invoices to your customers in different parts. For example, if the project is completed by 20%, you can send your customer an invoice of 20% and the remaining 20% and 40%, etc. The next is the message. If, for example, if you send an email to your customer, it is asking you that what will be the default message in your email. You can also edit this message anytime while using the QuickBooks or before sending the emails to your customer. So press cancel. Then there is a reminder. Reminder means the follow-up reminders. If you send an invoice to your customer, it will also send a reminder automatically to your customer to pay your invoice. Then what is the preferred method of your invoice? Then it is show short summary or send a PDF. Then I will select a PDF file as an attached document to my email invoice. So I have selected the invoice and the PDF version. Last option is a statement means that if I want to send a ledger of my customer, then I can print a statement and send it to my customer. So statement option is also on. The next tab is expenses. In expenses there is a bills and expenses, which means that show item table on expenses and purchase forms. Yes, I want to show my inventory on vendor bills. Track expenses and items by customer, which means that if I'm running a project accounting or project costing and I want to track that what kind of expenses are linked to my specific project, it will be easy for us to track expenses by project or by customer job. So it is by default on, and make expenses and items billable. If you will turn on this feature, QuickBooks will automatically mark each expense as a billable expense. Billable expense means that if you have an agreement with your customer that whatever expense you will be performing on behalf of your customer, you will be directly invoicing those original bills to your customer. So currently I am not turning on this feature because this is an advanced feature of project costing and you will get confused at this level. So the option is still turned off. Bill default payment terms, how much time is required to pay the bill. Whenever the bill is received in the company, then how much time is required to pay that bill. Same net 15, 30, 60 days. So I am setting as a 30 days default payment method, that when I receive any vendor's bill, I have a time of 30 days to pay that bill. Purchase order, yes, if you want to issue the purchase order to your vendors, then you can turn on the purchase order, and the same as the email message, if you want to send purchase order through email, then you can select a default message, or you can modify the message, email message here. Next setting is a time. What is a time? A time is basically tracking of your employees activity for the payroll or the project costing. If you want to use the time tracking, then you have to buy this module, and you can see that check out the pricing, you have to buy the timing module. So currently I'm not buying anything further because I'm already running the trial of 30 days trial of QuickBooks Online. So I'm going back to my settings, time settings, and the first setting is a first day of work week. First day of work week means that when your week starts, in our case Monday is the first working day and the Saturday, Sunday is the last working day. So Monday is by default. Select the timesheet show service field, which means that what kind of services or activities performed by my employee at specific customer, and what are their timelines. So here is the time activities. So the last settings are advanced settings. In this setting, first of all, you have an accounting setting. Accounting settings mean you have to set here your accounting year, your tax year, your financial year, and your accounting method. So first of all, your first month of financial year, in my case first month of financial year is July, and first month of your tax year. Tax year is same like a financial year, July. In every country the tax year or financial year is a different, then you can accordingly set it according to your needs. The next thing is accounting method. Accounting method means that what kind of accounting method do you want to use? Is it accrual or is it a cash based accounting method? Once selected, the last option is close the books. Close the books means that if you want to lock your books at your closing date, means that nobody can edit or modify the transaction if you close the period by providing the password on closing period. Save. And next setting is a company type. My company type is a sole proprietor, and the next setting is a chart of accounts. So it is asking me to enable account numbers. Yes, I want to use the account codes. And it is asking you to discount account. Yes, I want to also use discount account as well. The next pool is categories. Categories means if I want to turn on the classes. Class feature is a cost center in a QuickBooks, where you can link the transaction with your cost center in QuickBooks Desktop and QuickBooks Online. It is asking me to assign one class to entire transaction or entire one class to each row, which means that if I will select the one to each row in the transaction, it means that I can split and charge expenses to multiple cost centers. So this one is a better option to choose warn me when a transaction is not assigned a class and one to each row. The next thing is track locations. This feature was not available in QuickBooks Desktop, and QuickBooks Online is providing this location feature, that you can also track your expenses by location. If you have multiple locations, you are operating your business on different locations, then you can also track your expenses by location. The next thing is automation. Automation means that you can set an automation to your data entry. For example, a pre-fill form with a previously entered content. If you entered a vendor bill of 15,000 rupees, once you will again post the bill against the same vendor, when you will name the vendor, it will automatically pick the relevant account and 15,000 rupees, keeping the view of previous transaction. So you can turn on pre-fill forms automatically if you want to at the later stages. Automatically invoice unbilled activity. If there is a bills which are not billed to your customers as under the project costing, if you will create the invoice, it will automatically pick those bills. You can change this setting anytime during or after the QuickBooks implementation. Automatically apply bill payments. Yes, I want to use automatically apply bill payments, because when I will pay the vendor bill, it should automatically match that amount with my vendor's payment. The next thing is a project setting. If you want to run the project costing, yes, in my case I want to turn on the project costing. Next setting is a language. Language is required. There are multiple languages in QuickBooks Online, so currently I'm using the English language as a default. The next pool is currency. Currency means that where I can set my home currency, my country's local currency, and I can also turn on the multi-currency. Multi-currency means that if my business is running is a multiple currency, I have a local currency as a Pak rupees, and I am also dealing with the international customers, and some are in GBPs, some are in US dollars, some are in dirhams, etc. Then I can turn on the multi-currency. But the problem is, if I will turn on the multi-currency, it cannot be turned off. I cannot change my home currency, and the different fields and tables will be added to my QuickBooks Online. So be careful once you turn on the multiple currency, because once that multiple currency is turned on, you cannot turn it off and you cannot change your home currency as well. So next pool is other preferences. In other preferences, you can see there is a date format, then there is a number format. What number format is required? Choose your number format and date format as per your requirement. Then there is option warn if duplicate check number is used. Yes, it should warn us that if the same check number is used. Warn me if I enter a bill number that is already been used for that supplier. That is also very important, that if a vendor has sent me a bill, number is 123, and if he again send the same bill 123 for clearing, then QuickBooks should pop up me that this bill has already been entered and received. And warn if duplicate journal number is used. Yes, it should also warn me that if the same number of journal entry is being posted in QuickBooks Online. So last thing is sign me out if I inactive for 1 hour, 2 hour or 3 hour, which means that once I will log in to QuickBooks Online, it will wait for me to return and work on QuickBooks Online. After 1 hour, if I don't work on QuickBooks Online and put the software behind the scene not working, it will automatically get log out from the main login server. Click save and all settings in the advanced menu save, and once settings loaded, click done button. Once done, it will go back and take you to the home screen, and it means that your all business setup settings are done in QuickBooks Online, and you are good to go with the other options to manage, like add your new users and invite your accountants or employees in your QuickBooks Online Plus. For now, if you have liked the video, please like it, and don't forget to subscribe the channel and share it with your friends as well. I will meet you in my next video. Stay tuned. For now, take care. Bye bye.